After Reconstruction's battered dawn, the promise caught its breath, while terror stalked the southern roads and bartered right with death. The parchment held a larger we within its wounded laws, but citizens must keep alive what courts alone might pause. The schoolhouse lamp, the church bell's ring, the ballot's guarded door, became small forts of public hope along a threatened shore. For justice written into law must also enter hands, or liberty lies sleeping while oppression rules the lands. The railroads stitched the continent with iron, smoke, and speed, and cities swelled with factory strife, ambition, need, and greed. The household sought its bread and rest beneath the whistle's call, but private strength alone could not secure the good for all. In tenements where many tongues rose through the evening heat, strangers learned the nation's songs on the rough and crowded street. The country worthy of its name makes immigrants its own, for commonwealth grows richer when the foreign seed is sown. Yet fear could raise a native wall, and call exclusion wise, could measure worth by accent, faith, or shape of hair and eyes. Local love becomes untrue when widened hearts are banned, for reason asks one human law across the changing land. The miner faced the company gate, the seamstress bent her head. The child on the clattering loom earned pennies, dust, and bread. If cities are to flourish, not breed hunger dressed as fate, then labor's cry becomes a charge laid at the public gate. The picket line, the ballot box, the sermon, press and street, led all the private ails and harms to find a public beat. The citizen, through common speech, made hidden burdens plain, and deliberation turned the wound toward law's restraining chain. Then women read the founding words and asked their rightful share, in halls where public judgment stirred like thunder in the air. If power is to have a soul and liberty a name, a voiceless half indicts the whole and sets the text aflame. They marched through jeers and prison bars, through hunger, cold, and blame, yet kept correction bound to love and service bound to claim. The Republic learned its people must transcend tradition's wall, and justice widened citizenship by answering their call. Beyond the shores, the bugles blew beneath a rising sun, and victory over lesser lands asked what peace was won. The flag could speak of liberty to islands far away, or turn from sign to appetite and make the weaker pay. So conscience stood beside the drum and questioned glory's throne. Can freedom be a gift imposed by force from zone to zone? Universal reason judged the nation's outward hand, for no republic shares its soul by ruling stolen land. Then Europe burned, and Wilson spoke of rights beyond the sea, of peoples, peace, and ordered hopes that war might leave more free. The vision crossed the ocean then, but came with shadows cast, as dissenters felt the prison door and mobs avenged the past. The soldier wore the uniform, the worker forged the shell, and the mother counted rationed days and prayed that sons lived well. Sacrifice can guard the law when law remains its guide, but fear can wound the commonwealth when conscience is denied. When war was done, the parades marched home through cheering, dust, and rain, yet black men in their uniforms met insult, threat, and chain. A nation cannot preach the rights of peoples over foam, while citizens who fought for it are hunted down at home. The market roared through glittering years, then cracked beneath its gold, and banks like hollow towers fell, while breadlines filled the cold. The household, stripped by hunger's hand, looked outward toward the state, and asked what common good must do when private hopes abate. From radios by evening lamps, a calmer courage came, not promising a painless road, but giving fear a name. The road, the dam, the school, the park, the workman's lifted spade made public care a new scene art where dignity was made. The question was not state alone, nor lonely self-made lord, but how the city serves the life its people may move toward. Each person needs the whole, yet must not be erased, and power must feed freedom, not command the human face. Across the dust where farmsteads failed and migrant children cried, the nation saw its plenty judged by those left bare beside. Flourishing became a civic word, not luxury or charm, when hunger crossed the family gate and leaned upon the arm. Then midnight fell on Europe's heart, and tyrants raised the flame while camps and conquest taught the world the cost of worshiped name. The Republic heard a larger call beyond its guarded shore, to defend the human image against domination's roar. At Pearl Harbor, smoke arose and grief became command, as sailors burned beneath the flag and shock ran through the land. Memory gathered kinship close and kinship answered, "Go," while sacrifice became the price where darkened waters glow. In factories bright with rivet sparks, new hands assumed the load, and women built the wings of war beside the humming road. The city found its strength again through those once held apart, for public need revealed the worth long hidden in the heart. Black soldiers crossed the seas to fight the tyrant's iron lie, while segregated barracks asked what freedom meant nearby. They raised a double victory, abroad against the night, at home against the ancient wrong that still denied their right. Yet those of Japanese descent were taken from the coast by fear that made suspicion law and turned blame into boast. The pressure for security wounds the country it would save, for patriots know justice is what makes them truly brave. At Normandy, the morning broke through surf and steel and cries, and ordinary bodies bore a world's hope toward the skies. The vision was not perfect, yet it stood against the grave, that law and human dignity were worth the lives they gave. When camps were opened, silence saw what hatred's logic made, and victory lost its innocence before the murdered shade. Humanity became the judge of every flag unfurled, for local love must answer to the conscience of the world. The bomb's great thunder faded out across the far sea's foam, and future threats cast shadows over soldiers' dreams of home. America preserved its flame in name of freedom's claim, yet learned that noble vision faces judgment just the same. So, peace meant more than keeping fast to borders, songs, and stone. It meant a wider promise till the stranger stood as known. And sharing meant not conquest, pride, or the lifted rod, but service shaped by providence, the nation under God.